Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the weekend reading for Saturday the 10th and Sunday the 11th of October. Isn't it going fast? 2020. What a year. Anyway, just going to give it one more shuffle. Let's see what's around for the weekend. Okay. Is that just one? Or is it two? It's two, so it's saying then. I'm a bit stream of consciousness here. Just been out for a lovely walk down at the coast. Extraordinary coast near here, south coast. Massive cliffs. And watching a kestrel hunting over the cliffs. And it's so fascinating the way it moves. Because it flies and then it dives a bit and then it stops. And it's there and it's calibrating its wing movement in interaction with the wind coming in off the open sea in order to achieve a state of complete stillness. Absolutely amazing to watch. Got a bit of video of it, but it's never good video of stuff like that unless you really know what you're doing. Anyway, here we go. Okay, I don't even know what that is, but I'm taking it. How lovely. The Fool. I don't even know what that is, but I'm taking it. That is pure Fool energy. How wonderful. Okay. Rightio. Okay. So, yeah, first out, jumped out unseen. The Fool. How lovely. So, a sense of surprise and a sense of something coming out of nowhere. Perhaps a little bit of a broadside going on. Just got my tea. Just got back. But it's good. It's nice. It's lovely. It's unexpected and kind of apropos of nothing. How wonderful. And next out, we had the Lovers. So this is the Choice. It used to be called the Choice. Card number 6. It's when you have to decide, right, am I going to take this thing on or not? This thing that I kind of really want to do, but if I do it, it's going to boot me into another paradigm. I'm going to have to change my behavior if I take this thing on. So am I going to stay where I am? Which is always tempting because we know this is about the juxtaposition of the known and the unknown. And yet there is this inexorable force pushing us forward. The little cherub here, the little blind cherub. Oh, if I can get it properly focused. Who's about to fire that arrow. That is the arrow of karma, the arrow of desire, the arrow of the will. You can't fight it. So, because I mean, if you're faced with something new, like we saw in the Fool here, something new goes, hey, what about this? Hey, what about me? Hey, how about we do this? How about we go there? And this new prospect, and you're like, oh, yeah, and you're attracted to it, and you're like, oh, hold on a minute, because it might. The thing is, though, if you follow that second voice and don't go down that new road that you want to go down, there's going to be a bit of you forever thinking, what if I've gone down that road? And that kind of thing. What I have found is when I'm making decisions for better or worse, so to speak, is that I have to ask myself, okay, I'm interested in this possibility that I'm being offered. I'm interested in it. I'm attracted to it, but I'm scared to do it. If I don't do it, what is that going to mean for me internally if I don't do it? Yeah, I usually end up doing it. Live to tell the tale. That time of going to press. So there's this wonderful, wonderful juxtaposition of something new kind of jumping out the bushes at you, going, "Ta-da! Hello, look at this! You hadn't thought of this, had you?" You're like, "Oh, fucking hell, am I going to buy into that or not?" You know you want to. Okay, we have the Emperor in the reverse. So in the context of this, I would say, like, be prepared to challenge your own ideas about what is what. It's like, no, you don't do that, do you not? No, people don't do that, do they not? Oh no, I don't like her. Really? Yeah. Be prepared to challenge your own status quo about how things are, because that's a kind of authority. Yeah, the emperor is authority. That's the kind of authority that we place on ourselves. And very often we're taught the basics of that kind of inner code of what is allowed and what is not allowed. What is just what is and what isn't. We're taught that stuff very early on in life, and then but we kind of act upon that really without really realizing we're acting upon it, and we get confirmation bias. Be prepared to challenge your own confirmation bias. The first thing, of course, is to see confirmation bias for what it is, and that's really hard. But yeah, there's a real challenging of how you see the paradigm of what you're actually living in, because this is a new paradigm. This is a choice between one paradigm and another, and this is the kind of real challenge to the paradigm. Okay, bringing up the rear, we got the devil. So perhaps this is the sort of the pulling, the tugging down. It's like, no, don't take that hook out. Don't take that hook out of your chest, because then you might fly away. You might float away and never get back. Oh, really? Maybe I would just be able to walk away and experience something new, Mr. Devil. Old Nick. The devil rules through fear. The devil keeps us where we are through a combination of learned helplessness and fear. But everything else on the table today, everything else in this reading is speaking of paradigm shift, and really pretty wholesale paradigm shift. Like important. Many cards in the tarot speak of one's sense of the order of things. Very few of them more so than the Emperor, who, as we've seen, is standing on his head. What would he make of that? Thing is, you stand on your head, the hooks that he's got in you, or that you've got in yourself, really, going to fall out, aren't they? They're going to fall out. But that arrow isn't going to fall out, because the hook is curved, the arrow is straight. Just saying. Oh, I'm going to get one more. That arrow in the Lover's card, it's just inexorable will forward. I mean, here in the setup on the Lover's card, it's about desire. It's about the young man choosing between his mother and his girlfriend, basically. It's this paradigm shift. If you're going to get married, for example, in this, you've got to stop acting like someone's son and start acting like someone's husband. And not always easy, is it? Or you've got to stop acting like someone's daughter. Start acting like someone's wife. Yeah, I'm having a go at that. Anyway, there we go. Let's pull one more to crown this off. Oh, how wonderful. Again, this choice thing. But this speaks really, really well, the Chariot in the upright. The two horses are pulling in different directions, not even necessarily opposite directions, but different directions. And what the charioteer does is use all his strength and presence of mind, real presence of mind, to harness that push-pull motion to maintain forward motion. And that's the skill of the charioteer, is to know when to pull on this one and release this one, pull on this one and release this one. Because the horses are, essentially, no matter how trained they are, they're a law unto themselves, and rightly so. So, again, like I said at the beginning about the hawk hunting, you've got the hawk's body, you've got the wind, and the hawk's will, which is to find something to eat. Those three things in conjunction make that motion of the hawk what it is. And what we're dealing with here is some pretty fundamental forces of what you want, what you know, and what you can do. Because the charioteer is very much to do with the capacity, as I said, of the person in the chariot to manage these forces in order to keep the show on the road. This is wonderful. I really see, by the end of this weekend, a bit of a different internal landscape. That is your mission, should you choose to accept it. How wonderful. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.